Welcome to Informative Channel. Today we will discuss and covers key aspects, how Islam treats non-Muslims, with historical context and contemporary insights. 1. Islam, at its core, promotes values of peace, compassion, and justice. Derived from the Arabic word Salaam, peace, Islam emphasizes harmonious coexistence with all humanity. The Quran and the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, encourage Muslims to treat others with respect, regardless of their religious beliefs. This topic is significant due to common misunderstandings about Islam's stance toward non-Muslims. Addressing this clarifies Islam's values and fosters understanding between Muslims and non-Muslims, showing Islam's emphasis on kindness, fairness, and respect. 2. Quranic teachings on non-Muslims. The Quran contains verses that outline the treatment of non-Muslims, highlighting kindness and justice. For instance, Surah Al-Mumtahina, 60-8, instructs Muslims to act kindly and justly toward those who do not oppress or fight them because of their religion. Allah does not forbid you from those who do not fight you because of religion and do not expel you from your homes, from being righteous toward them and acting justly toward them. Indeed, Allah loves those who act justly. The concept of no compulsion in religion, Surah Al-Baqarah, 2-256, establishes the Quran's directive against forcing others into Islam. This verse affirms religious freedom, demonstrating Islam's respect for individual choice in faith. The Quran also calls for treating neighbors, including non-Muslim neighbors, with kindness, Surah An-Nisa, 4:36, emphasizing universal humanity over religious boundaries. 3. Prophet Muhammad's, PBUH, treatment of non-Muslims. The life of Prophet Muhammad, PBUH, is filled with examples of his fair treatment and respect toward non-Muslims. When he migrated to Medina, he created the Constitution of Medina, an agreement that secured peaceful coexistence between Muslims and non-Muslim tribes, including Jews and pagans. The Prophet upheld justice in his dealings with all people, regardless of religion. For instance, when non-Muslims sought protection or came to him with disputes, he ensured fair treatment without prejudice. Prophet Muhammad's guidance encourages Muslims to treat neighbors, guests, and even travelers with respect, regardless of their faith, highlighting his example of peaceful coexistence and respect. 4. Islamic jurisprudence on rights and duties of non-Muslims. Islamic jurisprudence, particularly during the early Islamic caliphates, established rules regarding the treatment of non-Muslims in Muslim-ruled societies. The term, dhimmi, refers to non-Muslims who lived in Islamic states under protection, having freedom to practice their religion, own property, and manage their communities autonomously. Under the dhimmi system, non-Muslims were exempt from certain religious obligations, such as the zakat, charitable tax, that Muslims pay. Instead, they paid a nominal tax called jizya, which was, in part, a guarantee of their protection and rights. Muslim rulers were expected to protect and honor these agreements, creating a system where non-Muslims had legal rights and obligations, ensuring their safety and community well-being within Islamic governance. 5. Historical examples of Muslim societies interacting with non-Muslims. Islamic history has several instances of peaceful coexistence and cultural integration. For example, the Rashidun and Umayyad caliphates embraced multiculturalism, with non-Muslims playing essential roles in administration, commerce, and education. In Spain, Al-Andalus, during the Umayyad period, Muslims, Christians, and Jews coexisted, contributing to what is often called the Golden Age of Islamic civilization. This era saw collaboration in arts, science, and philosophy, where Muslim scholars worked alongside Jewish and Christian intellectuals. In the Abbasid era, Baghdad became a center of learning with contributions from various cultures and faiths, including Christian and Jewish scholars who were respected and often took influential roles. 6. Modern interpretations and interfaith relations. Contemporary scholars emphasize Islam's enduring principles of tolerance and justice toward non-Muslims. For example, modern interpretations of dhimmi laws view them as historical contexts, not applicable today where equal citizenship is the norm. In Muslim-majority countries, interfaith dialogues have been encouraged to build bridges with other religious communities. Organizations and scholars work toward understanding, coexistence, and religious tolerance. Modern examples include efforts by governments and Muslim leaders to promote unity, tolerance, and dialogue, recognizing non-Muslims as equal citizens with rights and contributions to society. Muslim-majority countries often support and protect religious minorities, promoting peaceful coexistence. 7. Common misunderstandings and clarifications. There are several misunderstandings about how Islam views non-Muslims, particularly regarding jihad and apostasy. Jihad, for example, is often misunderstood as a holy war against non-Muslims, but it primarily refers to striving for personal and community improvement, with only specific conditions justifying armed conflict. The concept of apostasy is complex, with some historical views recommending punishment, while contemporary scholars advocate freedom of belief based on Quranic teachings of no compulsion in religion. It's also important to differentiate cultural practices from religious teachings, as not all customs reflect Islam's values. Addressing these misunderstandings helps in fostering a balanced view of Islam's stance on non-Muslims. 8. Islam's emphasis on universal brotherhood and human rights. Islam promotes universal values that call for respecting every human being. The Prophet Muhammad's PBUH farewell sermon, where he declared all humans as equal, regardless of race or social status, emphasizes Islam's call for universal justice. Islamic teachings uphold human rights, including the protection of life, property, and dignity, which applies to all people, regardless of faith. This has been reflected in Islamic history, where non-Muslims contributed to Muslim societies and were given rights and protections. Islam's call for respect toward humanity forms the foundation of Muslim relations with non-Muslims, emphasizing fairness, integrity, and honoring human dignity. Conclusion is summing up, Islam's treatment of non-Muslims is grounded in respect, compassion, and justice, with historical examples of coexistence and cooperation. The Quran, Prophet Muhammad's PBUH teachings, and Islamic jurisprudence support peaceful and respectful interactions with non-Muslims. This overview highlights Islam's principles that encourage understanding and mutual respect. Through increased knowledge and interfaith dialogue, communities can promote harmony and reduce misconceptions, helping Muslims and non-Muslims coexist peacefully.